Namaste. I hope you guys are all doing well. Right here in this video, in the very front of the camera, I have what I am going to be using during my fruit fast. And basically, yesterday I went to the natural store and I got some so-called organic peaches, oranges, pears, a grapefruit, and then I got some lemons and just one avocado. And so I just have that sitting out here. And then I got some organic so-called apple juice. I really like the local apple cider, but they've been out of it. And then I got this cantaloupe, and it was like $1.19 a pound for it, and I was thinking, oh, it's going to be pretty spendy when I get up there, but it actually ended up only being like $2 to $3. So that I've been craving for a while, just like watermelon, but they only had seedless, and so I waited. Let's see, in the back here I have frozen so-called organic blueberries, cherries, and strawberries, which I use for smoothies and just to snack on. And so they're very yummy. And then I have some raw honey that I got from the local market, and I like it because it's in a glass jar, so they didn't pour it into a plastic container first. I talked to them because, you know, it's really hot, and so anything that's hot, plastic's already not good. It's an endocrine disruptor. So I wanted to make sure of that, and since it's local, I was able to find out. Now these are my herbs that I got from my friend who also follows Dr. Morse, and she has herbs that she's able to put together for me, like I talked about in my other video. And I just want to kind of show you a little bit closer what these herbs are for. So you got the nervous system, the cardiovascular, the muscular, the skeletal, all of that in that one. Then you got the kidney and the bladder and the digestive support. And then over here, parasites, intestinal herbs, and then over here the lymphatic and glandular and immune system support. So you got the endocrine system and all of that. And this is what I'm using. So I'm going to use the tinctures 3 times a day. I might up the parasite and the kidney and adrenal support there, because I've already been using these herbs for a couple months, but not in this same, formula compound. They were individual ones, and she added some more of the immune system type support herbs and the nervous system and cardiovascular. I didn't really have this end one before, but I have been doing the adrenal and kidneys and the parasite cleanse for a while, and then the thyroid and the pituitary is included. I'm pretty sure she put it into the lymphatic system and glandular support, because that's where the glandulars are. So I don't think she put any other things in there. And so that, and also continuing to go into the sauna daily. I'm going to do that and just keep up on allowing my body to detox out all of the cellular waste that has been junked up in my body since I was young. And if anyone has questions about kind of what I am dealing with my health, I do have a couple of videos that pretty much explain everything. The response from Dr. Morse to an email that I sent January 30th, I have that on my YouTube channel. I have a part 1 and a part 2, and part 1 goes over things that he talked about in the video that were not covered, and then just adds on extra things in my life that I'm really trying to cleanse my body and to regenerate all of my cells, because this has been going on a very, very, very long time. And so I just wanted to share with people how I am preparing for this. And yeah, once I'm going to show a video clip by Dr. Morse on preparing for like a detox or a fast. It's actually a detox fast for me. And basically he said to prepare yourself ahead of time by getting the vegetables out of your diet and going to fruit like 3 days beforehand, and then going ahead and choosing one fruit. And he often recommends grapes or like a lemon water type thing to really help to cleanse the body. So he says 10 days, 20 days, 40 days. I mean, do what you can. The longer you can go, the more you're going to get healing, the more I'm going to get healing. And there's going to be, of course, some healing crisis and emotional stuff that comes up, because our cells each have their own memory and their own conscious. And so there's a lot that goes beyond just what we have been taught. And so cleaning all of that out and allowing it to just to go away, to come out, and then to just be able to let go of it. And I hope that this is helpful for you. And I'm going to either start the fast today, or I'm going to start tomorrow. And the thing that I've been thinking about is that it is so-called Mother's Day, and I believe every day is Mother's Day, Father's Day. It's just each day is a blessing. And so, but today is what they call Mother's Day, and there's a lot that is emotionally tied up in that, in different types of holidays and just times of the year. Like I've talked about in other videos, it's like the smells, the olfactory nerve, goes straight up to the brain. So you smell certain things. Like I smell the grass that's cut, and it's sweet grass, and it reminds me of riding my horse all the time and going on, just loading up all of my kids and all of our family, going together to go on a camping trip for free, basically. I mean, just rented the site, and we were able to just be there and to enjoy, or just load up for the day and come back. Not only that, but playing tennis and riding bikes and just going to different places, the beach and Silver Creek Falls and, that type of stuff. So not only that, but then food is also very much attached to these emotions and these memories. And so I am going to celebrate, I think today, me being a mom, even though I have all my 5 offspring that do not live with me, and I'm not able to have unsupervised visits with my 2 sons. One's almost 3 and one is 5, and then I've not seen my 3 daughters in almost 3 years. And I have on and off been able to have an email from my eldest daughter, because my ex-husband has allowed that, he says, just for her. There's a lot of talk about me being manipulative and that I am unhealthy for them, and a lot of lies and deception I'm not going to get into right now, but just a lot of things that I've had to work through and just allow people to carry their own garbage, because I am about growing. I'm about just doing everything that I can to move forward, and there's certain things in my life I can control, but outside with other people, I'm not able to. So I'm just going to focus on what I can do, and again, allow the universal laws to just move mountains, as I am the one behind that wind. I'm the one that is able to actually take my power back and to just be who I am, stand in my sovereignty, and to trust that all things will work out. And that is where I am. I just wanted to show, this is my little trampoline. I love this meditation on the TV here. Think less, feel more, frown less, smile more, talk less, listen more, judge less, accept more, watch less, do more, complain less, appreciate more, and fear less, love more. And then this is my kind of window area that I just love. It's open and really just enjoy it. And that is my tomato plant that I have been loving on for a year, and it is producing some tomatoes for me. And I've just kind of let it continue to grow, and yeah, it's kind of fun. So this is a plant actually from my husband's grandmother, and so yeah, we're trying to get it to bloom. And so I just wanted to share this with everyone, that I am really looking forward to this, and I feel ready more than ever to do this. And today, just it being Mother's Day and me being by myself, learning that we each more and more have our own journeys that we're on, and though we're all in this together, we each individually have to set out, and we have to move forward and rise above things. And it will be ultimately us going out of this world by ourselves, and we're not taking anything with us. So in knowing this, I'm going to do what I came here to do, and then I am ready to just rise above and to move, to where my next destination is. So I thank you for following, and I thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I will be back a little bit later. I'm going to show a little video clip just before I end, with also a music clip, a video, because I love just ending with just the upbeat messages by very talented people. But the one video I'm going to end with is Snoop Dogg, and he talks about how he is appreciating himself for everything that he's doing. And this isn't about being egocentric. It is about truly just looking at all the things that we have done. And when he says it, what I refer to is, yes, thank you for, with my offspring, for carrying each of my 5 offspring for the 9-10 months, for going and exercising, for going and making sure that I did everything to eat well and to try to make sure that they were cared for, buying all of the stuff that was needed, and then giving birth to each of them, and the last 2 without any epidurals. And I'm pretty small. I'm 5'1", and my 5-year-old now, he was gigantic, and it was definitely a painful experience, but I made it through, and here I am today. So I think about afterwards them being just me raising them most of the time by myself. My husband was estranged, a father, and we were on and off, and just there was a lot of stuff going on. And I'm not trying to judge or to be rude, but we're definitely on different paths and different vibrations, and it was difficult. So that continues today, but I was able to do a lot of fun stuff with my offspring, and taught them each how to walk, how to ride bikes, ride horses, to play soccer, to play tennis, taking them to friends, going to activities, all the stuff that moms do, and just taking care of their, laundry, and signing them up for education, and having to, at that time, go into the doctors and all of that kind of stuff. Now, I didn't know about natural healing so much. I started to question and started to look around and to observe and to see that there were problems in my offspring's health that I was not liking, and I wasn't liking what I was seeing out in the world and what these conventional doctors were doing with the disease model. And so yeah, it's a process and it's a journey, and I will share more about that and things that really shook me and woke me up in what I saw in my offspring. And so anyways, the video that I'm sharing here when I'm done with this clip is just basically every time he says thank you for all the hard work that he did, I think about all the things that I have done to help my offspring to be successful in soccer, in their education, in the things that they're trying to pursue, and just being healthy. I tried to give them as healthy of a foundation as I could in the consciousness that I was at the time, which was pretty unconscious, but I was starting to wake up. And as I questioned more, I definitely got pushed back, and then things started to get ripped from me. And for anyone who's watched my channel and looked at things, you will see that the ripping began in 2012. And yeah, so I'm rewriting, or I am actually the author and the writer of my story, and I am going to continue to move to the next chapter in my life and just let things be and see what ends up happening from there. And that doesn't mean I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs. No, I'm going to move forward and work on what it is that I was sent here to do, to make the world, well, to be the change that I want to see in the world. You know, the world is actually perfect without us messing with it. It's all of us and the things that we do that causes the problems. So we want to be the change that we want to see in the world, each of us, and we can make a difference. So I thank you for taking your time to watch, and as I go on this fruit fast, it'll be interesting, and yeah, I will be sharing as I go. So have a wonderful, blessed day. Namaste to all of the moms and the dads and offspring and just families out there. And I don't want to forget the elderly. I love them tremendously, and we can't forget them, because all of us are in this together, and we have to be there and be the voice when people are silenced. And getting healthy is just one way to rise up, to move above the negative and the low vibrations, so that we are able to fly.
To start a grape fast, and I wonder how to do that. Well, I would keep working up this road a little bit. I think you've got so much copious amounts of mucus. You go on a grape fast, you could double that. So until that slows down, and if you already feel like it's slowing down and you need to dig deeper, go on a grape fast, definitely. Just start off on it. You always start a fast by getting rid of the vegetables at least 3-4 days before you're going to fast. Well known. Get rid of the veggies, 3 or 4 days, get them out of the bowels, get all that fiber out, be on fruits, and then jump off into just one fruit. And you'll have a perfect detox, and when you break your fast, add fruits, and then go to vegetables about the 3rd day, if you're going to add vegetables. If you're going to water fast, you just keep following that focus on up. Long extended fasts, water fasts, you want to break them on fruit juices first for the first couple of days, and then break down to the fruits, and then for 2 or 3 more days, and then as you feel you can handle a veggie or 2, you can do that. Is only grapes and water during these days. How many days in a row? That's up to you. I myself like 10, 20, 30, 40-day fasts. I would also want to contact you on Skype, by all means, my dear. Thank you for your help, and thank you. Merry Christmas to you, Carmen. Merry Christmas. Good case, though. It's a good case, and I might add, a suffering one. So, sweetheart, get your, get on and get these glands up and running. That's really key to you, is get your glands turned on. Get out of that depression. And it's funny, all the signs and symptoms are there for any practitioner to see. But, if you don't have eyes to see, you don't see. And thank God you guys are getting eyes to see. I just love how you pick this up and you start to see really what's going on there. And now you got your remedy. You can fix yourselves. And I just love that. This planet has needed that so bad. Just needed it so bad. This is from Pam. Hi, thank you for responding to my question. I'd like to know how much fruit should I be eating for breakfast and lunch or just throughout the day so I know I'm eating enough for nutrition's sake. I have a tendency to undereat. Pam, you know what, sweetheart? I don't go by modern thinking because that's a nowhere land place. And I say modern, allopathic basically, American Dietetics Associations, things like that. I think you should have, I'm a fan for eating as much as you want and as often as you want when you're just fruits, berries, and melons. Now salads fill you up. I just had a big salad with guacamole again. I try to have that about every lunch. And I won't be eating anything till later tonight, and it'll be mainly fruit. And that's, I don't feel the need. I get plenty of energy from other sources. And so it's not how much you eat. It's how much you digest, how much you absorb, how much you utilize, and then how much of the byproducts of all that are you getting rid of. That's what it's all about. When those are all done, and you're doing those good, your ingestion won't be near as much because you don't need that much to sustain yourselves. Your higher consciousness floods the body with God force. So you've got lots of energy availability there. So I would say that eat all you want. Eat as much as you want. That's what I love about this. I was reading The Voice. What's her name?
I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times.
Ready, Adam? Okay, I'm ready.
Gone like a feather, gone in the wind, gone to the ocean to cleanse all my sins. 'Cause I got a free world just ahead, and I'm taking each step just a little different, and I will use my own medicine. My own medicine, Six my hours, where I'm gonna go. Said so many after 17 different roads, and each one a little different than the past. And I can't change my mind, can never go back. Yeah. What I do now will affect me. My friends, my family, my lovers, and my enemies. It's not only you, it's not only me. We're so separated from being one family, but we are all the same. All equally bleeding, that's so damn hard to see nowadays. Hold like a line and let your mind go. Circle up, oh you circle up, we go. Gone like a feather, gone in the wind, gone to the ocean to cleanse all my sins. 'Cause I got a free world just ahead, and I'm taking each step just a little different, and I will use
I cut my finger open again.